everybody, I'm Ernie, and I love America. Really do. Great country. I love this place. You should come and visit us if you're not already here. Got a couple things I want to talk to you about, then I want to explain a couple things. Did you know that General Electric does business with Iran? I don't know when they became our ally, but it wasn't in any of the newspapers or on the big TV channels. But General Electric actually does business with Iran. I don't have a dollar amount, but I don't think anybody should be doing any business with Iran right now. I don't think they're our ally. And a great big wow. Here is a wow. Al Gore backs Barack Hussein. Can you believe that? That's amazing. And there's yet another nut joining the Obama campaign. That's what we need, is one more environmentalist nut like the great Al Gore on board. They deserve each other. Also, did you know the U.S. has more oil reserves than all the Middle Eastern countries combined? Did you know that? That's a fact. Also, did you know about all the shale in Colorado that we can mine for energy and oil and all those things? Yeah, but the environmentalist wackos won't let us get to it. We're sitting on it. We're sitting on a gold mine. Can't mine it because the environmental wackos. We got to find a way to silence these people. I mean, let them say what they want to say, but don't let them run the damn country. Left-wing media isn't going to let you know about this either. Okay? So do a little research on your own and find out who's lying to you. Okay? It's not the sane people of the world. It's the insane left of the world who are telling you the Chicken Little story that the sky is falling. I got news for you, folks. Old Mother Earth's going to be here when all of us are gone. Okay? Here's an interesting tidbit of information for you. The Enviro Freakies, a while back, stated that heavy or fat people are contributing to global warming because they use more gasoline because of their weight. Their weight causes more, less gas mileage on airplanes, in cars, trucks, buses, trains, whatever. Here's a question for you. I saw Al Gore the other night on TV. Doesn't he look a little bit heavy? I had to use that. I could not pass that one up. I'm sorry. And don't forget, when you're out having lunch, having dinner, walking down the street, buying an ice cream cone, you see a serviceman or servicewoman, walk up to them and shake their hand. Thank them for what they're doing. If they're having a lunch in a restaurant, buy their lunch for them. You don't have to tell them who you are. Just buy their lunch. Call the waitress over and buy their lunch. These people are volunteers, and they're putting their ass on the line on a daily basis for you and me. And to keep this country free, and to keep those Iraqis free that voted, and those women that stood in front of the camera with the inked fingers. That was a great moment, folks, and it's getting better over there. I don't care what the mainstream media tells you. Talk to a soldier, they'll tell you it's getting better. And we'll get out of there pretty soon. It's not going to be 100 years. That was just a saying that, that, quite frankly, I don't think McCain should have said, but he did. Anyway. Let's do that, and we should be really, really glad that we have men and women in this country that are willing to do that. Okay. Do not buy your gasoline from Shell, Chevron, Texaco, Exxon Mobil, Marathon Speedway, or Amoco. Shell imported 205 million barrels last year, and right on down the line. And also, don't buy Citgo gas. That all goes to Hugo Chavez, the little short dictator from South America with the big fat cheeks who doesn't like America and calls us the great big devil or whatever. I know. But you can buy gas from Sunoco, Conoco, Sinclair, BP, Phillips 66, and Hess. Those people don't import 1 ounce of Middle Eastern or Hugo Chavez oil. Little information for you there. A couple of weeks ago, Barack Obama did a speech at Wesleyan University. I think it was in Kansas, maybe, or Missouri, or somewhere. And what basically he told them, this is not word for word, but you can look it up on YouTube. He talked to the crowd and said, I hope you don't become money grabbers and make money your God, or so on and so forth. He said, I hope you believe a little bit more in collectivism. Well, got some information for you on collectivism. Now I'm going to read this from Wikipedia. Okay? Collectivism is a term used to describe any moral, political, or social outlook that stresses human independence and the importance of a collective rather than the importance of separate individuals or individualism. Collectivists focus on community and society and seek to give priority to group goals over individual goals. Sounds really good, doesn't it? It's communism. The philosophical underpinnings of collectivism are for some related to holism, organicism, the view that the whole is greater than the sum of its parts. The principles of system or ownership and control of the means of production and distribution by the people collectively. That's what they want to do. That's what Barack wants. Collectivism is a term used to describe any moral, political, or social outlook that stresses human interdependence and importance of a collective rather than the importance of separate individuals and individualisms. Collectivism focuses on community and society and seek to give priority to group goals over individual goals. That'll really work in America, won't it? The philosophical underpinnings of collectivism are some related to holism or organicism, like I said before. Jean-Jacques Rousseau, in his book The Social Contract, he's kind of considered an example of a collectivist political philosophy, which maintains that human society is organized along the lines of implicit contract between members of society, that the terms of this contract are rightfully decided by the general will, that is, the will of the people. This idea is part of the philosophical foundation of democracy and inspired the early socialist and communist philosophers such as Hegel and Marx. Now, there's a couple guys we really want to follow. According to Moya Grant, in political activism, comment or collectivism, refers to any philosophy or system that sees any kind of group, such as class, nation, race, society, state, are more important than the individual. Do you want your government to be more important than you? Your state to be more important than you? That's not going to work here, folks. It's America. According to the Encyclopedia Britannica, collectivism has found varying degrees of expression in the 20th century in such movements as socialism, communism, and fascism. Let me repeat those to you, all right? Socialism, communism, and fascism. The least collectivist of these is social democracy, which seeks to reduce the inequities of unrestrained capitalism by government regulation. That's what we need, folks. More government regulation. Redistribution of income. That's what Obama wants to do. And varying degrees of planning and public ownership. In socialist systems, collectivist economics are carried to their furthest extreme with a minimum of private ownership and a maximum of planned economy. Now, if you think that's going to work in this country, you let me know and give me a call, okay? Because we're America and we're capitalists and we love it and it ain't going to work. There are two objectives to collectivism, which come from the ideas of liberal individualism. One is that collectivism stifles individuality and diversity by insisting upon a common social identity, whether it's nationalism, racialism, feminism, or some other group focus. The other is the collectivism is linked to statism and diminution of freedom when political authority is used to advance collectivist goals. I don't think that's what we want. Give me a couple of calls back. Email me, comment, let me know what you think of collectivism and Barack Hussein Obama, because I don't think you're going to like the answers. Look it up yourself. That's where I got my information. We don't want this guy in the White House, folks. We don't want him, all right? Hey, God bless all you wonderful people out there, and even the people that don't like me. I still love you too. All right, thank you. Until next time, bye-bye.